I believe that the food options at the University of Minnesota Duluth need to improve regarding the amount of fresh and healthy foods that are available on campus. Being a student who is on campus for 12 hours at a time some days makes it a little difficult to pack that much food for nutritional meals or just anything quick. Um, Finding food that I want to put into my body on campus when I need to buy something is difficult for me, especially majoring in public health. I know for the most part what is good to put into my body and what isn't. And I am aware of your position as a registered dietitian as well as the UMD food coach, but I think that the proposed solutions to the food options I have here may be of some assistance to you. The food services are an important component for overall quality of life. Quality of life has many aspects, which are social health, psychological health, mental health, physical health, and emotional health. Food and beverages that students put into their bodies is a factor that influences how their brain functions. Like if you put good in, you're going to get good out, and that works for the immune system as well. Because I know when I'm sick, like right now, I don't want to do homework, I don't want to study, I don't want to get out of bed. I know that for me, a big barrier for having good food on me at campus is time. When I don't bring the nutritional fruits, vegetables, or protein to school, then that puts the pressure on the campus to provide that food. And I feel like there's not enough time in a day, and I'm sure you feel that way some days too. And I feel like that because I want 5 more minutes in bed, the bus comes earlier than I plan, or I just simply lose track of time. Whichever the reason, packing food is lower on my priority list when getting dressed or brushing my teeth is more important, but packing good food should be number one. Students are always in a rush, they're stressed, they need a quick meal preventing them from cooking or making a meal. There are roughly 11,000 undergraduate students at UMD right now, and in the next 10 years, colleges and universities are expected to have a 20% increase in their enrollments, which makes it nearly impossible to make change quick and efficient. And you and I want change to be quick and efficient because you're given your title, you're a dietitian, and I am a public health major, and we just want the best for people. So we need to try as hard as we can to try and fix these issues. Introducing change and baby steps lead to bigger changes and progress. The majority of students, myself included, know that they're being unhealthy when they choose a piece of pizza over a piece of fruit, but maybe their social life isn't being fulfilled or it's taking over, they're not getting enough sleep, and all of these may hinder them from making good choices regarding their food. Oftentimes there are not enough resources for change, such as accessibility to nutritional food. So how can this adjustment happen? With businesses or clubs or any universities, there is always a budget that needs to be clear and obeyed, but there are ways that will end up being cost effective in the end that need to be considered. As a dietitian, I am aware that you are always looking for new and exciting ways to help the university and increase the quality of life on campus. So the first proposed solution I have for you is to include farmers' fresh produce in the stores on campus. If farmers had a location they can drop their produce off, then it can provide quality produce, more safety and health, protect the environment, and economic benefit for small-scale farmers, which then help out the local community. When farmers bring their local produce, it has a shorter transport time because it's not being shipped from across the country or from other countries. So having a shorter transport and storage times of the fruits and vegetables help to provide high quality foods because they're being harvested at a more mature state. Produce from local farmers has far fewer food safety and contamination risk, as well as reduced risk for microbial and fungi growth. Decreasing the shipping and transporting time can help the environment since vehicles that are being used during shipping are being eliminated, which then help the aspect of quality of life, the environmental aspect. Winter months are a big concern because obviously vegetables and fruits can be grown when there's snow, like today, on the ground and it's frozen. But some farmers may have a greenhouse, and so farmers markets can be farmers produce can be in the grab and go store or the colding store. The farmers can receive incentives as well, like recognition of their produce, because they always like to brag that theirs is the best in town, and they can get 30% of the sales that UND makes off of their produce. The second proposed solution I have for you is that vending machines take a turn for the better. Vending machines have consistently been a source of convenience for people in places such as hospitals, malls, hotels, universities. The food in the vending machines need to have a long shelf life, and the traditional vending machines need to have a long shelf life. And food having a longer shelf life means that something is missing, and that something is the nutrition part of it. This information shows that the snacks in vending machines are lacking a majority of the nutrients that the body needs to function. Transitioning the unhealthy sweet and salty traditional snacks to whole grain, low-fat dairy, fruits, vegetables, or protein as their main ingredient gives the student an option if they lack time to bring food from home or purchase elsewhere. If a student is offered a snack from a vending machine that advertises the nutritional quality of the food, and it will influence the student to purchase that food over the unhealthy traditional snacks. There is a company called HUMAN, which stands for Helping Unite Man and Nutrition, and they are a company that strives to help people better their decisions on making food choices. They were founded in 2008 by entrepreneurs, and they were named Forbes magazine America's Most Promising Companies and Entrepreneur magazine's 100 Brilliant Companies of 2011. They are a great company because they give 10% of their profits to charities that fight the causes of obesity. And obesity has been linked to cancer, diabetes, bone and joint problems, sleep apnea, stroke, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, and cardiovascular disease. So foods that are in these vending machines are bars, like the Cliff Bars, chips and cookies from the brand Annie's, dried fruit snacks, jerky, and trail mixes. Well, these are all foods that are non-GMO. They don't have high fructose corn syrup, no hydrogenated oils. They are all ingredients that you can find in your kitchen. And they do have drinks as well, like plain, sparkling, and flavored water. They have tea, coffee, milk and shakes, sports drink, emergency when you're having a cold like I am, and juices. Now the third and final proposed solution I have is a program that improves the eating habits of students. It takes about 3 weeks to 240 days to create a new habit in a lifestyle. So creating a program for students to sign up for that includes meeting with a coach and incentives is a great option, because trying to change habits alone is difficult, but if there's somebody with you, alongside you, encouraging you, then there is more chance for success. The program will include pamphlets on foods in season, because then they're going to be more affordable, and they are in season, so they're not being frozen or canned or anything. There will be dates of farmers markets in the fall and spring that they will get a sheet about, and a sheet where they can write goals that they want to achieve during the semester or the duration of the program that they sign up for, and a log where they can track their goals and how they're progressing. Coaching sessions will be held weekly to keep the student accountable and a chance for them to seek guidance from professionals like you as a dietitian. And incentives within the program are a great idea because they promote progress and give individuals motivation to succeed. Ideas of incentives programs include gift cards to grocery stores such as Whole Foods, seeds of different vegetables and fruits, along with directions on how to care for them. Or the gift cards may be difficult to receive, but sometimes grocery stores like to donate them so that they get more recognition, and they just like to have people choose their grocery stores because, such as Whole Foods, they have great produce. Also, we can have fundraisers for the program because it'll be a great chance to get people aware of the program that is starting. And we will need to evaluate the program, and that would happen every 6 months. We need to evaluate it just to make sure that it's working or change anything that needs to be changed to make it better. So those who can, Duluth. The slogan of UND, and I think that is a great one because it gives us some motivation. And for those students who are like me on campus for hours on end and need to purchase food, there needs to be some healthier options, and it is apparent that solutions have the opportunity to change. We just need to create, implement, and study these solutions for change. Making this change in baby steps through adding a spot on campus where farmers can bring their produce, adding a vending machine from human to prove that students want to choose healthier snacks compared to the traditional vending machines, and creating a program for UMD students can all make a big impact. The students will change when they want to change. We just need to give them the resources and assistance, which we can do with these solutions. Thank you.